Hello everyone, this is yours truly, JBlue68. Today is May the 20th, Monday, and I'm just a few days out from the exciting events of the Motor City Comic Con. I had a wonderful time. Got to meet a lot of nice people, cool fans, a lot of exciting items and collectibles. This video that I'm doing tonight, I was actually supposed to do last week, but I was preparing for the Motor City Comic Con, and unfortunately I could not. So these books are actually late. These were released May the 15th, last Wednesday. And again, I was supposed to do a video on these books, so my apologies to my subscribers for this late comic book haul from the previous comic book Wednesday. And I want to say first thank you, or next I should say, thank you to my subscribers as I'm continuing to grow. I'm getting close to 60 subscribers, but I'm aiming towards 100 and beyond. And once I get to my first 100 subscribers, I've mentioned before that I will have a light prize giveaway. So we're working towards that. I'm anxious to see myself at that number and who the winner will be once I get to the 100 mark. Anyway, back to this haul. Now I had a excuse me, I had a debate on what kind of video I was going to do, because I had several choices, because I found several things at the Motor City Comic Con this weekend. So I could have did a comic haul based on the books that I found from Motor City Comic Con, but I'm actually going to do that video this Wednesday. So I found a lot of nice stuff. So we'll be posting that. I'll be posting that video this Wednesday. And then I also was debating if I should do a unboxing, because I found some really cool stuff there in terms of collectibles, specifically from the Alien franchise, which I'm really excited to have found. I'm even debating if I should even do an unboxing of that item, because I don't even know if I want to open it. So I won't say what it is, not at this time, until I make up my mind. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so first up, first book we see in this comic book haul, and you've probably seen some of these books already in previous videos from other subscribers. Nonetheless, I'm still going to do this video as I feel I'm obligated to do this for my subscribers. These are all Marvel comic books, by the way. So the first one we see is the Invaders, one of my favorite superhero groups, which I said before I wish would have been shown in the canceled Marvel TV show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where we could have seen this guy, Namor, but that won't happen. And since Namor is actually has been newly inducted into the MCU, we can look forward to seeing him hopefully in future films. So here we are at the Invaders. We have Captain America, Namor, and the Human Torch on the cover. Battle over Britain. And this is, of course, during the World War II era. Excuse me, everyone. I'm so sorry. I have a cough going on here. I'm not sick or anything. I'm feeling well, but it's very dry. Let me get a sip of water and then I'll continue. Excuse me. There we go. Next up is Iron Fist, and this is Iron Fist, which features another hero in this particular series, Colleen Wing. Colleen Wing was shown in the Netflix Marvel TV show Iron Fist, and although there was a lot of complaints about the show being slow-paced, and the main character, Danny Rand, played by, what's his name, Daniel Finn, or Finn, something like that, whatever his name is. He was also an actor in the Game of Thrones show. But Colleen Wing actually stole the show, I think, in season 2. I loved her character in season 1, but she was awesome in season 2. Awesome. It's really too bad that those shows got canceled, because I really would have liked to have seen the continuation of her character in a season 3 of Iron Fist. Anyway, we have the Death Cult of Karakai, martial arts action in the Marvel manner. One of the second most high-profile martial artists in the Marvel universe, aside from Shang-Chi. And we're going to really get into that character this Wednesday, because I found a bunch of books, as I just mentioned a moment ago, at the Motor City Comic Con, highlighting the Shang-Chi character. But this is Iron Fist, Colleen Wing. And also, just to as a reminder, these books here are $1. Marvel sells comics for $1. They're reprints of previous books that they've done in years past. But really cool to have if you are a comic book old schooler, or you're new school and want to revisit some of the old stories to get caught up into today's comic book characters. Good books to get. Okay, just $1. These books here, which are part of the Marvel Greatest Creators line and also the Marvel True Believers line. All right, let's move on. The Defenders, and I have showed this book before. This is like the third reprint from Marvel of this particular book. Now this one wasn't a book. This one wasn't a book. This was like $4.99. But it's the original Defenders, Doctor Strange, Namor again, and the Hulk. And of course, we mentioned Netflix, and Netflix actually had a Defenders show on, which featured the newest Defenders, which were Luke Cage, Iron Fist, which we just showed, Jessica Jones, and the Daredevil. But this is the original lineup of the Defenders. Okay, love those retro covers, man, I really do. And next up is War of the Realms, book number 4. I've been really digging the story. It's actually pretty good. You know, I'm not going to say it was one of the best stories ever, but it really is War of the Realms, as war is raging across the realms of Asgard into Midgard. Midgard, of course, is Earth. And here's Malekith, the Dark Elf, holding Venom on a chain. I don't know what that's all about, but it'll be interesting to see. And then some of his evil Asgardian henchmen standing behind him, including here we see the Sorceress. So I'm enjoying this series. This is book number 4, released last week. War of the Realms, number 4, written by Jason Aaron. Next up, part of the War of the Realms series is Giant Man. And here are all the incarnations or iterations of Giant Man, including, I think that's Dr. Bill Foster. So they're showing all the giant men in the Marvel Universe. It'll be interesting to see what this book is about once I get a chance to read it. But I do like that cover a lot. This is a one-shot, I believe. So, but I think another story will be spinning off from this particular story. Next up, Guardians of the Galaxy number 5. And we have the very evil Hela standing over Star-Lord with a sword in her hand. Looks like she's about to slice his brother in half, man. He is under a very unfortunate set in circumstances. Looks like here. All right. Book number 5, Guardians of the Galaxy, written by Donny Cates. Good series, too, to my understanding. I haven't had a chance to read them all, just 2 of the books, and it actually is pretty good. Donny Cates is one of my favorite writers. So, next up is Riri Williams' Ironheart, written by Eve L. Ewing, starring Miles Morales. Okay. Book number 6 of that series. Riri Williams' Ironheart. And after that, we have the Uncanny XMen number 18. There are only 4 more books left in this series, and let me explain, too. I originally said I was going to stop collecting this series after issue number 20. Well, as it turns out, I won't have to do that because the series is being canceled. It's going to go up to 22 issues, and the reason why it's being canceled is because Marvel is going to start the X-Men all over again with this new series that I mentioned in a previous video, Power of X and House of X, or also called Power of 10 and House of 10. I don't know which title is actually correct, but it uses the Roman numeral X, which is actually the symbol for the number 10. But I think it is either title is correct. Power of 10, House of X, House of 10, Power of 10. I don't know. But because of that new series, they'll be canceling all of the X-Men series. And this book will actually stop at issue number 22. So that'll be my final book of the Uncanny X-Men. Very good series too, by the way. All the X-Men series, again, will be canceled. And I believe this new book, which will be written by Jonathan Hickman, is actually what the MCU will be using to ground their new X-Men stories once they actually get into doing the X-Men under the MCU. That'll be very exciting to see. Definitely very exciting to read. I look forward to it. And that series starts this August, by the way. All right. So moving on. We have the new Agents of Atlas, one of my favorite superhero groups. Haven't seen them in a long time. And what's interesting about this cover is it features all Asian superheroes. All Asian superheroes, including the guy I just mentioned, Shang-Chi, Johnny Woo, Silk, who to my understanding will be getting her own TV series. This is the Hulk that spun out of the, what is that superhero group called? The Champions. I don't know all of their names, but the three I just mentioned, very exciting to see them all together and to show, diversity within the Marvel Universe, specifically in the comic books. It's not pushing anything political on anyone, because this world is for everyone, and so are comic books. So good to see this. I love this cover. Glad to see the Agents of Atlas returning into the Marvel fold. All right, moving on is book number 2 of Spider-Man Symbiote. Book number 2, Spider-Man Symbiote, which features a magnificent cover with the villain Mysterio, who will be featured in the new Spider-Man movies Far From Home. I love that cover. The artwork is awesome. Totally awesome there. And last but not, not last but not least. I thought that was it. Sorry. Conan the Barbarian number 6 includes the next chapter of an all-new Conan novella. Okay. So Conan the Barbarian number 6. I was going to stop at number 5 with this, but I think I'll stop at number 10. And from there, just go to trade paperback. But it's a good series so far, also written by Jason Aaron. Now, last but not least, we started off with the Invaders, and we're ending with the Invaders. The Invaders, featuring the secret history of Namor, and that's Namor once again. World War Namor. Features Captain America, Namor, and the Winter Soldier, the Invaders. So looks like this is going to be it's a pretty good book. I read the first one. It was kind of slow, I'm hoping that it will pick up in this issue. And I really wanted to buy it because, again, Namor's on the cover. It's one of my favorite heroes. Has yet to appear in any Marvel movie or even TV series, but he was hinted to in the movie Avengers Endgame. They didn't mention his name. There was just a hint about an earthquake or something that took place underwater nearby or under the surface of Wakanda, and everyone's speculating that it's this guy. Okay, so that's it. That's all, y'all. And again, I just want to say thank you to my subscribers. Please like this channel, like this video, hit the thumbs up button, share with others. I hope this is informative for you and enjoyable, the content that I deliver. Help me get to that 100 mark, and I will see you all real soon. Peace, love, and hair grease. Stay tuned for that next video too that I'll be highlighting this Wednesday, which will feature books from the Motor City Comic Con. I think you'll enjoy that. I definitely will enjoy filming it. Peace, y'all.